Acceptance.
Trust.
Authenticity. When I'm with my partner, I feel like my true self. I don't have to act like I like anything or act a certain way. It's just purely myself, my authentic true self. So I think that's the word I would use. My name is Chazz Powell, and I'm a senior.
My name is Charlie, and I'm a senior.
My name's Diamond, and I'm a first year.
Yeah, I think love of self is it's really about priority. And I think even beyond that, self-love is about understanding your needs and your wants and doing everything in your power to make that happen. And I think that in itself is an act of love. So for instance, discovering something you're really passionate about and making that a piece of your day or a piece of your life, if it's a career move or something, an act of love is for you to understand that first through that self-discovery, and then also make a commitment to making that happen for you.
Community. It's very important to have that community, and with Black sisterly love, you can foster that, and you can grow we learn so much from each other. It amazes me. It's just that power of community. We get to experience what love is and how it evolves for us, and if we do struggle, we're not struggling alone,
To me, love of partner is important because of course you can get love from self, love from any other relationships as you're showing through this video, but I think love of partner, it's nice to have someone to be your best friend, someone you can always count on. I think that's important. Yeah.
Oh my God. Self-love, my Black experience, I watched you, whoa. No, I think a perfect one is actually my hair. So I came in as for my freshman year, you wouldn't recognize me, first of all, freshman year, that's a huge thing. And that was already an act of love, accepting the ethnic variations of my hair, texture, and what it could do. And then I chopped it all off, obviously.
Love of sisterhood. What I wasn't expecting at Black Wash U is how I feel so accepted and heard and seen. Don't feel uncomfortable calling these people my sister. Some of these people I've never met before, and I've only interacted with them in the Black chat, or some people I see in BD almost every day, and just anytime I'm around them, it's not overwhelming in the bad sense, because I've been struggling with anxiety and a lot of stuff. So when I'm around a lot of people, it's really hard for me, and it gets very overwhelming, and I just can't deal with it. But when I'm around my Wash U sisters, it's I feel at home. It reminds me of my sisters. It makes me miss them, but it also makes me appreciate the relationship that I have with them.
I would say with love of partner in college, it's definitely, it can be challenging with communication and stuff, but I think that's really key to any relationship. It's just communication. There's always stuff going on in college and so many new experiences happen, but if you have someone that's kind of aligned with you and you can communicate about that, you can experience all those new experiences together, which I think is really special and really great. That's something that I've really enjoyed about my relationship throughout college. So
I don't know, it looked like a acceptance of myself. It looked like me being able to love and accept myself more and more in my more natural state, in my more natural hair. And I think by being Black, it's emphasized here at Wash U because we're constantly put up against the contrast of this really homogenous white background. And I think these radical acts of loving yourself, of accepting yourself, that is what we're forced to do as Black people at this campus and in the world. And I think by doing them, those actions get easier to do and also create greater foundations of love for yourself.
Made me love myself more. I just see so many different types of Black women on this campus that I wasn't really used to or exposed to at home. The versatility of what it means to be Black, and also being a woman, because we deal with so much already. We deal with so much shit. the way that we handle it, watching the way that the Black sisters, my sisters, handle it, it inspires me. Like, it's wild. Like, seeing people so confident about how they look, what they wear, their beliefs, it's just not what I was used to seeing, and that made me more confident.
Like, healing from my last relationship was not great. And I feel like going into a new relationship, you kind of have those same worries of like, are these similar patterns gonna come up again? And so I think like a valuable experience was just like opening up about my last relationship, and then like Christian, my boyfriend, like being okay with that, and like, you know, like affirming that like all like, you know, that's like not gonna happen, or just like being really helpful with that, which like definitely helped in the healing process of me like healing from that past relationship. So having someone to talk about that with, and I think that was probably a valuable experience, probably the most, yeah.
So like my self a year ago is different from the self now, but it's my duty to understand the self now and do what's best for the self now. And it's never led me astray. Like I've had a very great, you know, overall net positive like experience here, and like experience in life. And I think that's been because I've been really dedicated to like pushing myself through transitional moments, and making myself really happy through them, focusing on myself, having boundaries, you know, or doing the work necessary, like going to therapy, like.
Asking about like growth partner, why do you think like Black love is important to the fashion community?
Yeah, I think Black love is important to the washi community because I feel like the Black community is important to washi, and I feel like sometimes like maybe not seeing that all the time can like definitely impact like how people like view Black love and things like that. So I think it's important like that people like can see that and like see that there's successful relationships in Black love. I think it just kind of like defies like stereotypes about like Black love and things like that that are like in media, etc. So I think that that's important. That's why it's important to see.
I guess being more open, and not in the sense that like we aren't open with each other already, but at least for me, there's this very like apprehensiveness, like when you're meeting someone new or when you're just surrounded by new people and you're not entirely sure how much of yourself you want to give to them. And so I guess in me just wanting to build a better relationship with my sisters, just being more open. And if that can inspire the incoming first years and just upperclassmen, I feel like it can change a lot of things, not having to worry about what someone might think of our vulnerability, and just know that these people, my sisters, are worthy of my vulnerability just like I am worthy of theirs.
I want everyone to like discover themselves a lot more. It's really easy to get wound up in like academia, and academia is like fake, obviously. Like it's so artificial, like everything, there's just constructed systems, blah, blah, blah. Feeling like you cannot do what you want to do is so limiting in itself, and I want Black WashU to not feel limited by the systems that are here oppressing us, the systems nationally, globally that oppress us constantly. I want the resilience. I know it's tough and like traumatizing and a lot of things, but the resilience that we build naturally from our experiences, carry that over into your personal growth and like understanding yourself so that you can really push forward and like be who you want to be regardless of what everyone else is always telling us.
What is your favorite memory of Black Sisters at WashU?
Hands down, the Queen's party, where it was like, I just remember, I'm like, where's my crown? And Therese was at her little booth and she was saying the words and we were repeating the words, and I just like, there was just this feeling that swelled up inside of me, and I'm like, I finally like have a group of people that understand me and that accept me. And I was just like, I feel so much love when I'm with them, but I feel like in that moment, I felt so much love within myself. Like it was a moment of power and realization. I was like, damn. And then the fact that I was able to throw that ass in a circle afterwards, period.
The most valuable lesson I think loving myself has taught me is that it's an ongoing journey and that it can change. Like, I don't know, like I love my hair. Like I can talk about my hair all day. Like, that's how much I love it, and I've never felt that way about my hair. It was always a nuisance or something I had to deal with, and I think like that shows a lot about how I've also accepted myself better from being here.
You know, because sometimes it can really feel like I don't have anyone, and it just makes me feel like I'm not alone and I'm going to get through this, and I just don't have to get through this by myself. I can do this with the help of someone else. And something about that just really, it's soothing. It's love.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Damn, you really got questions. Shit. Yes. Wait, are you gonna? Is it on? The way that this cold weather has been beating my ass, and I just need something for my lips.
Hold on, I got you. Not even cake loss. You stay ready.
This is sisterhood. Just mad unprofessional, but I'm sorry, y'all. Wow. Wow, this formula is impeccable. Go Maddie.
This was another Infosol production.